Hey Dr. Minecraft here. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm back with another history of UST. So let's get back into it. So, what's happened between the time of, well, beating the Federation and now? Well, quite so much has happened. In fact, after I defeated and absorbed the Federation, then I went to Wastak Federacy, or Switzerland. You can see it as where Switzerland is. Also between UST and Ildo or Italy. It went well first. However, something happened. If you have been checking out my Discord server, where you can get information and hints to what exactly happened before these videos are made, you know what happened. I was poisoned by the Wastat Confederacy. This had left discontent with not just me and Ludin, but also the people there, which eventually led to its collapse. And I absorbed Wastat Confederacy, or Switzerland. In the end, UST expanded more and improved the quality of life for everyone there, who was also suffering not just from poverty, but inequality. In fact, after that, that I've learned something from Ludin. Turns out a war was going to be breaking out. Eldoa, Magnamelli, and the Allied Kingdom would be the ones responsible for it, but that was not yet confirmed. However, Eldoa was suffering from paying back the reparations from it, and so I made an agreement with them. They can be absorbed into the Empire UST, and that their king can be a figurehead. The king agreed, and UST grew to incorporate also Eldoa, creating a huge wall in Europe, separating Magna Ramelli and the Allied Kingdom. They were now separated by a huge giant in Europe, bigger than it was when it first started. Speaking of Magna Ramelli, things were not going well in there. In fact, unrest and discontent had eventually led to the Civil War, which I assisted one faction that supported me. In fact, and when that happened, I invaded from the west of Magna Ramelli and the east as well. USC's involvement in the Magna Ramelli Civil War only lasted one day. That one day collapsed the entire Magna Ramelli government. Magna Ramelli was absorbed into UST, and the head of the faction that supported us became a figurehead. Which brings us to today, where UST now spans at least 95 or more percent of Europe. We are unstoppable at this point. In fact, something horrible had happened recently. The Allied Kingdom betrayed us and attacked. However, we have been able to hold them back, thanks to the Atlantic Wall. But however, that war is still raging, so you won't have to be to hear it from me. Just know one thing: I will not rest to those who threaten the great Empire UST suffer the consequences. But however, that's for another day. If you liked the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell to be notified for when I make a new video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!